What's up, guys? So we're back for another YouTube video. So obviously you guys can see I'm in my podcast area, got my lighting next to me. And if you guys cannot see the screen, Kyle Trask versus Georgia. This is not just him versus Georgia, but I'm going to be doing a Kyle Trask, like my NFL review for him. So before we get going, I want to go ahead and give you my just my scouting report on him. So for Kyle Trask, I have the pros. He's very accurate. He's has mostly good decision making. I'll get into that why I said mostly because he kind of makes. I'll get into that in the cons, but he has good pocket movements. He's very good in pocket movements. He's good moving through reads, making multiple reads. He's not a first read guy. He's not just a first read guy. He's a pretty good under pressure. I mean, obviously no quarterback is elite under pressure, and he's a willing runner. He's not a great runner, but he's a willing runner. There's a difference. Now his cons for me are he's not overly mobile, obviously, because he's a pocket passing quarterback. I think that's very evident that he's not overly mobile. He relies on 50-50 balls way too often. Like throughout, I'm going to show you in the film. A lot of his throws are 50-50 balls to Kyle Pitts, Trayvon Grimes, not really Kadarius Toney, but those other guys, and Jacob Copeland sometimes too. And obviously, you can't rely on those too often. Obviously, it's important to make them, but like sometimes you want to make them if you trust your guy, but you don't want to be making those every throw. His arm strength is average at best. You'll see that throughout the film. This is why I said mostly good decision making. He makes one or two weird decisions, like weird, bad decisions, a game or every other game. Sometimes he has perfectly clean games, but he has like these one or two weird, just terrible decisions, and it makes no sense. And then my final con is fumbles might be an issue for him in the first year or so. I think you guys will see that throughout here, but that's my scouting report on him, just flat. Now we're going to get into some film. So we're going to start with the Georgia game. I want to show you guys some stuff from here. And let's go ahead and get into it. See you guys there. Okay, so let's start with this clip. This is at the beginning of the Georgia game. You guys can see the time. Let's go ahead and play the clip. Yeah, I just wanted to include this one. I forgot this one's not directly like a Kyle Trask as a quarterback, but if you watch Kyle Trask here on the run, he blocks from Malik Davis really well, actually. So I'm actually going to mute the audio now, but you just got to love when your quarterback is willing to throw a block like that for you. And Kyle Trask is actually pretty big, so he could probably lay a couple blocks like that. But yeah, I thought that'd just be fun to share. So let's go ahead and jump right into the next clip. All right, here, watch this throw right here. After this, I think this is kind of an example of Kyle Trask and his arm strength not being the best. Did you see how slow that ball is? Which this is not necessarily one of the best examples, but this is just one of many examples I'm going to show throughout as I go through the film. And it's just such a slow moving ball that he kind of has to sit there and wait for it while the defender can get to him. So he only gets a little bit past the stick. So that's just one little example of the arm strength right there. So yeah. Okay. Now here's another big play. And so in my scouting report, I said he's pretty good under pressure. This is a great example here. You're going to watch Azeez Ojulari right here. And make sure to watch Justin Shorter down here. He's going to cut this way. And Azeez is going to get right on Kyle Trask, and he's going to basically knock the ball out. But Kyle holds on to it, doesn't get phased by it, tosses it, touchdown. So let's go and watch the play. Okay. Here we go. He gets around there, knocks the ball out. There goes Shorter. Touchdown. Now let's go ahead. See right there, he gets the ball, and boom, he's not phased, gets the ball. Watch here. There goes the ball. He keeps it in his hand still and tosses it. Touchdown. So yeah, that's one great example for me. Like that play is just I don't really know what to say besides he's just great in that play. Does pretty much the best thing he physically can. Thankfully he doesn't drop the ball and he just stays phased, throws the ball, touchdown, Florida. Okay, here's another play that I'm going to show multiple times, especially in the Georgia game. Watch the running back here on a wheel route. He's going to go out, wheel up the field. Defender's going to be toasted. Watch how Kyle Trask throws this football. Watch how he's open, but watch how he throws it right in front of him. So, like, that's just a perfect ball. Can't throw that ball any better than Kyle Trask does right there. And that's what I'm talking about with the accuracy. Those are the kind of balls you want to throw, because obviously he throws a lot of 50-50 balls that you're going to see that you can't really get the run after catch necessarily. But that's the kind of ball you want right there, right in front of you. I'm going to show many more of those. So let's go ahead and jump into the next one. All right, here's a 50-50 ball. Watch Kyle Pitts. He's going to be down at the bottom of the screen. Well, he's right there. He's lined up on the bottom of the offensive line, but he's going to run down at the bottom of the screen. And this is one of the examples of 50-50 balls. Obviously, Kyle Pitts, defender falls down, puts it, in the spot for Kyle Pitts. But it's just a 50-50 ball. That's about as simple as that one gets. So Kyle Trask throws a lot of those. And that's just something that you gotta worry about. Here's another example of Kyle Trask under pressure after this. Right here, watch this play. Kyle Trask is going to be under pressure. He's going to look a little bit uneasy, but then he does get the ball out. Oh, whoops, wrong play. Did I actually go the wrong way? Okay, yeah, I went the wrong way. Sorry. I'll talk about that in a second. Here, he looks a little bit uneasy in the pocket, but he does get the ball out first down. And now let's go ahead and talk about this play. So obviously this play gets picked off, goes for a pick six. But if you watch number 3 here, CJ Henderson. Why did I just say C. Henderson? That's Xavier Henderson, CJ Henderson's brother. He actually ran the wrong route here. This is just supposed to be Kadarius Toney, and Kadarius Toney is going to be open because Stokes is Henderson's man. And obviously, if you watch the body positioning, there's going to be a little window here that Kyle Trask is going to hit Toney. But Henderson runs the wrong route, puts Stokes in the same spot as the throw. Kyle Trask was not expecting it, and that is a pick that goes for 6. So that's just a mistake by the receiver there. But we do have some interceptions and other mistakes that Kyle Trask is going to make. So we'll get to that now. Actually, well, we're just going to get to the next play. Okay, here's another example. Watch the running back, Naquan Wright. Winning throw right in front of him. All that yards after catches, thanks to Kyle Trask putting that ball right where it needs to be. He's just going to wheel up field, and all you got to do is just hit him in stride, and there he goes downfield. Nobody's catching him unless they get the right angle. It's just that simple. So Kyle Trask can throw those winning balls that you want. So that's one thing. That's one thing I really like. I left that out of my scouting report, but those winning throws, those are very, very important, and Kyle Trask can for sure do those. Okay, so I know I'm talking about a lot of Georgia film, but his Georgia film is very, very important because it shows a lot of aspects. Let's watch Kyle Pitts at the top of the screen. Here's another 50-50 ball. But the thing on this 50-50 ball is something I want to talk about. Watch where the ball is. It's a 50-50 ball, but he puts it. Let's go ahead and let me pause it. He's going to put it right into Kyle Pitts' hands. It's not really a 50. It's like a 75-25 ball. The defender is not going to get that ball. He trusts Kyle Pitts. He puts it basically in front of Kyle Pitts. Like, this is technically a 50-50 ball, but this is not really a 50-50 ball. This is about as good as you can physically throw a 50-50 ball. And obviously right into his hands. Obviously the defender's right there, but Kyle Pitts is Kyle Pitts, and Kyle Trask knows that. So you got a touchdown, Florida. And they're going to show more angles of it here. But, like, watch right where he puts that ball. He doesn't just throw it. Like, for example, in between them. He throws it more to Kyle Pitts so that the defender's not going to get that ball, but Kyle Pitts, who catches anything in his vicinity is going to get that ball. So, and there was defensive pass interference on that play, obviously. So even if Kyle Pitts doesn't catch it, you get free yardage. Oh, here's a perfect angle. Perfect angle. He's throwing that right into Kyle Pitts' hands. Cannot have a better throw on that. It's that simple. So, yeah, the Kyle Trask's 50-50 balls, he throws them so often, but a lot of the time he throws them so that they're really not 50-50 balls. And that's one thing I love about Kyle Trask that I think is just fantastic, is how good he is on these 50-50 balls. But let's go ahead and move into the next play. Here's another winning throw. I started a little bit after the snap, but at the bottom of the screen, the running back is running another wheel route. Kyle Trask takes a deep drop, winning throw right in the money, so he can get the yards after catch. Malik Davis. Oh, here you go. You can see he's got that wheel route at the bottom. Kyle Trask throws it right in the money, pressure in his face. You can't ask for any better. Like, he gets clobbered after that. That's just fantastic throw. He did it all Georgia game. And that's one of the big reasons why Florida beat Georgia, is because of those wheel routes and those winning throws. Here's a very risky, tight window throw that's dropped by Kadarius Toney. Right over the defender here, in between two other defenders. Like, that's a very risky throw, but he hit it right in the money. That's dropped by Toney. Rare drop by Toney. Do not worry about Toney's hands. That's another topic for another day. But Kadarius Toney does not have drop issues. This is just he had a rough Georgia game, very, very rough Georgia game. Yeah, this is a very risky throw, which he actually showed like that. I mean, that's about dang good a throw you can get in this situation. If he throws that too far out, done. If he doesn't throw it enough or too high, picked off. So thought I'd just share that one. Another under pressure, pocket collapses, gets the ball out, Toney, just short of the first down. Another case of the pocket collapsing, and he gets the ball out, doesn't freak out, and about all you can get. Here's another 50-50 ball right here. End zone touchdown, Trayvon Grimes. That's on Campbell. I mean, he threw it where he gave his guy a chance. This one's not necessarily like the Kyle Pitts one, but to be fair, defender, back turned, Trayvon Grimes, he knows his guy, so you can't – this is just simply a 50-50 ball that you can't knock against Trask necessarily, because he knows his guy is there and he gives his guy a shot, so that's about all I can say on that one. But it's another case of that's like his third or fourth 50-50 ball this game. Actually, this half. It's just the end of the first half right here. So that just says how often he throws those 50-50 balls. Which, I mean, in the NFL, your guys should catch those 50-50 balls. But then again, better defenders too. But that's an NFL defender right there. He's also in this draft class. He's on the borderline first, second round guys, but that's an NFL cornerback right there. So that's all I got to say. Also, Pete Trayvon Grimes. Don't sleep on him in the draft. Now watch this play here. This play is an interesting one because this shows Kyle Trask's pocket movements. Watch Kyle Trask in the pocket here. Takes his drop, steps up to avoid the rush. A little bit of a high pass, but NFL receivers should be able to grab that up. Toney can. He's an NFL receiver, or he's going to be. But yeah, they're going to replay it here. But he takes his step. He jumps in to avoid that rush, and obviously that guy's too far gone. So he buys himself a lot of time there. Accurate ball, catchable ball. That's about all you can ask for. And that's one of Kyle Trask's game right there, is that kind of stuff. Now, obviously, nobody's perfect under pressure. Here's an example of the pressure. Just throwing that ball. Nobody in sight. There was no flag for it, but there was nobody in sight. He just threw that ball. He was trying just not to die. So obviously nobody's perfect. Nobody's going to be able to avoid every single rush. Nobody can do that unless when you're a pocket passer, let me say. A lot of quarterbacks might have just left the pocket there. But obviously that's not a big thing in Kyle Trask's game. Obviously, he does leave the pocket occasionally. I'll show you guys some of that if I can, but we'll see. Here's an example of Kyle Trask's mobility. Obviously, you guys can see all the receivers. Nobody's open. I mean, obviously, there's defenders there, but you guys could see Kyle Trask. He just could not escape the rush. He's just not fast enough to do that. He tried to leave the pocket. Just not going to happen. So took a sack. It's going to happen. And that's a thing. That's why you want a mobile quarterback. But obviously, not every quarterback's mobile. EA, Kyle Trask, Mac Jones, and plenty of NFL quarterbacks too. But yeah, let's move on to the next clip. Oh, by the way, before we go on, I want to say I'm just showing you a couple games. I'm not going to go through every single game. Like I'm showing you the Georgia game, the Alabama game, Texas A&M game, and maybe some other stuff. But we'll see. Those are the three main games I am going to be showing you guys. This play here is kind of funny because Kyle Trask, he's trying to throw another wheel route. And this is kind of because Kyle Trask, he throws with a lot of touch, which I like. You guys have seen that on the routes. But he doesn't throw lasers necessarily, which that's good. It's bad. It's good. It makes it easier to catch, but it's also bad because, for example, sometimes things like this could happen. Watch. He's throwing it clearly to here, but the ball just doesn't have enough juice on it to get there in time that it's picked off by an offensive player. So, I mean, it works, but that's just a case of there's not enough juice on it necessarily. So it's another person can get the ball quite easily. It's not the biggest knock because there was no defender there. It's just it's hard to tell because I think he might have been just throwing with touch, but he also it could also be an arm strength thing. So take that how you will. Pressure gets to Kyle Trask here, high pass, uncatchable. There wasn't even really any pressure. Like, I don't really know. It was 3rd and 8. I don't really know what was going on there, but that's just a miss. High throw. Seems like pressure got there, but there really was no pressure, so I don't really know. I actually really like this play. Watch Trayvon Grimes up at the top, number 8. That's exactly where Kyle Trask is looking, and that's where he's going to throw. But this is going to be one of those plays where you think maybe it's going to be another winning throw, but actually this one is actually a smart throw. He's going to back shoulder it, and Trayvon Grimes drops it, but he puts it right where Trayvon Grimes is going to get that. That's actually a very accurate, very good throw by Trask. Should have been caught. Should have been a first down, but instead it's 4th down. Here, Kyle Trask avoids the rush again. Look at the pocket movement here. He's going to step up to avoid number 11 and throws a dot to Malik Davis. So, I mean, the defender was getting there, so that was kind of a risky throw. It kind of looked scary at the end, but that was very good pocket movement for him to avoid number 11 and then get that ball out to his open man. He put it actually in a very good spot. That's a very interesting throw because it's a running back. Not many running backs are going to be able to catch that kind of ball. That's more of a ball for receivers, but that's irrelevant. He put it away from the defender, so the defender that's running there is not going to be able to break that up or intercept the ball. Only Malik Davis is getting that ball. He stepped away from the rush. These are the kind of things you got to love about Kyle Trask. Okay, now when I was saying he was having a great game, obviously besides the one pick that wasn't on him, but this is what I want to talk about. I said he makes these weird decisions. I don't know why my voice sounds so weird. Ignore me. My allergies have been messing up. But watch right here. He makes a weird, terrible decision. This should be a pick 6 that just drastically changes the game with 7 minutes left. And this is on 1st down. So watch here. Watch right here. There's no reason to throw this ball because obviously he's right there. He's back there. There's nobody open yet. You do not throw. He's not open. But Kyle Trask, defender's getting there. And for some reason, he throws it right there to 2 defenders. This is when your other interception was, Kyle, was when Xavier Henderson ran the wrong route. And now you're going to openly just throw it right to him. That should have been a pick 6. You're lucky that Webb dropped it. That was a horrendous decision. That's just one of the examples. Like, he was having a fantastic game, and then he just makes a weird decision that makes no sense. So that's another worry you could have about Kyle Trask's game. Another example of Kyle Trask being good under pressure. Watch the rush. The rush is going to bull rush right there. Both defenders got in. He ran out, got it to Tony, who gets a first down, and much more. First down on 3rd and 9. Pressure didn't phase him, and And again, Kyle Trask is pretty dang good under pressure. Here's the second weird decision. Watch right here. It's not a good throw. There's no, if you're going to throw this, throw it over. This is an arm strength and a bad decision. You got defender right there, defender right here, your receiver. So if you're going to throw this, you got to throw it over both defenders right to here towards the SEC logo. But instead he throws it low, not with much juice. So it doesn't even get to the receiver. And honestly, one of those two DBs should have picked it off. That's a bad decision. No, not a good throw. Second weird decision that he's made towards the end of the game. And like I said, he was having a fantastic day. And then just in the last 7 minutes, he made two just whack decisions. So if that's what you worry about, very understandable, very understandable. He's got to work on those decisions. Hopefully coaching can get to him with that. Obviously, you can't avoid pressure every play. This is just, he got clobbered. He tried to throw it. Just, that was not working. Can't avoid it every time. Now let's go ahead and move into the Texas A&M game. He had a very interesting, statistically it was a good game, but it wasn't the best film game. Here's an example of him being a willing runner. He just takes off. Obviously, he's not fast, not mobile, but he's willing to take those hits. He's willing to just take a hit to get a couple yards, which that's what you want to love in a willing runner. But he's not going to be a good runner. So just about as simple as that goes. But let's go ahead and move into the next play. Now, this is just a terrible decision right here. And this is a case of he gets too confident. He gets too lazy, too confident throwing these 50-50 balls. And this is just a lazy, this is just a terrible decision. He throws it into double coverage. Just, there's no reason. Should have been picked off. I mean, possibly that's a touchdown if Trayvon holds on to it because it's right there. But you just don't throw that ball. I don't care who's there. Especially, I mean, Trayvon Grimes, he's very good, but no, just terrible decision. Do not throw that. Should have been intercepted. And that was just a bad decision right there. After this play. Here's another case of Kyle Trask being a willing runner, but this is what you're going to get most of the time. You're just going to get a couple yards. You're not really going to get those bigger gains unless there's just a big open field that nobody's near, just because he's not fast enough to take advantage of that kind of stuff. But he's willing to do it. He's willing to take the hit. He doesn't really slide necessarily most of the time. I mean, he slides occasionally, but that's what you're going to get when he tries to run. This one's kind of a 50-50 ball. Kyle Pitts right here, double coverage, but he puts it right there for Kyle Pitts to get. And the defender's not getting that. So that's just a good throw and a good spot, tight window. So I give Kyle credit for that one. Kyle Trask, because that is Kyle Pitts. Now, this is a very good play under pressure. He's going to get drilled right here. Right here. You get drilled, but he got the ball out. He's actually going to get it out on the money for his guy. Defender's back is turned. Tony catches that ball. Very, very good throw. Good play under pressure. Now, this is the best clip I can physically show you to show his arm strength. That's a touchdown if he has better arm strength, but it just doesn't get there. Kyle has to turn around, try and come back to it. If he has any better arm strength, that's a touchdown easily across his body all the way to the other side. That's a hard throw to make. I'm not saying that's an easy throw, but I'm just saying if he had more arm strength, that's a touchdown, plain as B. And that's about as simple as you can get it. That's the arm strength you're going to get right there. Now, here's some more pocket movement that I really like by Kyle Trask to avoid the pressure. He's just backpedaling, just getting away from it. Touchdown. Lets his guy get open. Hits him on the money. It's that simple. That's what you want. Pressure gets to Trask here. Incomplete throw. You can see the way he holds the ball. I don't really know how to work. He kind of worries, or freaks out kind of in the pocket, and then he tries to step up, and they kind of get a hold of him, and he just throws it incomplete. Was really nobody there. So, yeah. Now, we saw that bad throw and just not a good decision that should have been picked earlier. This one is even worse. He's going to do the exact same thing. Just plain out. Kind of backpedals, just throws it. He just lobs it up. This time it's triple coverage. His guys, there's not even a chance. The last one, there was a chance that Trayvon, because he puts it right where Trayvon is. This one is underthrown. Tony's completely blocked by this guy. And there's two other defenders under it. And it gets picked off. That was the worst decision I think I've ever seen in Kyle Trask's career right there. And that was just terrible. Triple coverage for one. Two, it's not Kyle Pitts. I don't care how good Kadarius Toney is. The only person you should ever throw into triple coverage, you should never throw into triple coverage. But if you do, it should be Kyle Pitts. And then at least throw it to where Toney is. He underthrew that so badly. It hung in the air. He underthrew it. It's picked off. Wasn't even close to Toney. Toney wasn't even visibly open. That. That's just a screw it. He's open, or screw it. He's down there somewhere, which that's just terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. It's just probably one of the worst plays in Kyle Trask's film you can find. And it did have a big effect on the game. I mean, obviously the big effect that was on the game was the fumble by Malik Davis. Actually, it was Malik Davis or Damian Pierce. But that's really what affected the game. But this, obviously, if you don't throw this pick, you score here, then you still win the game later on. So that's how it goes. Now, this is just a tremendous throw right here. He's going to throw the touchdown to Kadarius Toney. That's about as good as you can get. Kadarius Toney adjusts to it. Can't ask for more on that throw. Just tremendous right there. Here's a case of pressure getting to Trask. And he could throw it right here. It's probably what he should do. Is just not put so much into it. Just kind of toss it to him right there. Get a couple yards because Pitts is not open. Davis is not open. He's most definitely not open. So I just toss it to Grimes right there as he crosses, which that is a risky throw because you could see him charging down. So you'd have to give him a very tight, actually that's a tighter window than you think. But if you're going to throw that to anybody, it's either him. Either you throw it to him, throw it away, or, take a sack, I guess. That's what Kyle Trask did. He pumped it and didn't throw. Just go ahead and move on to the next play. Now, Kyle Trask, he normally throws with good touch. That's probably a case of his arm strength too. But this throw, he puts way too much on it. And it's also kind of high. But Pitts, being Pitts, he tips it to himself, and he makes a reception. So that's mostly a Pitts thing. Kyle Trask put a little bit too much juice on that throw, and it was also a little bit high. So not the best throw, but it works when you got Kyle Pitts on the field. Kyle Pitts is a monster. Now this play, it's a good throw. It's good ball placement. But this play, it's a really long throw, so you got to be honest here. But this just feels like the ball is in the air for so long. It just feels like the ball kind of just sits there for so long. Arm strength again. It doesn't feel like there's that much juice on that throw, but he puts it in the perfect spot for Pitts to get it away from the defender. So you got to love the ball placement and all that, but just the arm strength in this throw kind of just, I don't really like it, but it's what you're going to get. Oh, also, I want to say that ball was incomplete, so the arm strength might have actually made it too hard to catch. And it might hit the ground before Pitts could get to it, just like that other Pitts throw that across the body that there just wasn't enough arm strength. So, like I said, arm strength, if that's kind of a big worry about Kyle Trask, because he just doesn't feel like he has that arm strength. All right, now we're moving on to the Alabama game. We have the South Carolina and Ole Miss games next, and then we're done. I'm doing all these games. So this might be a little bit of a long video, but here's the first play, not first play. It's 3rd and 6 against Alabama. Let's just throw to Kadarius Toney at the bottom of the screen. Oh, actually, that's wrong. My bad, guys. This is the wrong 3rd down. But that was actually a pretty good throw right there. So let's actually get to the play I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. So it's 3rd and 7. Watch Kadarius Toney at the bottom of the screen. Watch this throw. It's a dang good throw. In the bucket. Nothing bad on that throw. About as good as you can get. That's what you want in a throw, and that's what you want. But let's move on and see what's next. Now, on the contrary, here's a miss by Kyle Trask. He doesn't miss all that often, but He actually put way too much on that one and missed another open. Probably would have been touchdown, but you need every single one of those you can get against Alabama. So it's a hard miss right there. Now right here is a tremendous throw. Watch it over the middle. Right on the money. This is a very, very risky throw. I don't know if you don't necessarily want to take into account you could say something about decision making because he does make these over the middle throws that are just kind of lob ups, but this one's actually really good. It's not a lob up. He puts it right there because if that's too far over or too under, that's pick. So he puts that right there for Kadarius Toney to catch it and go. So that's just tremendous right there. Like, watch this. Right there. Oh my goodness. That's a great throw. It's about as good as you can get. Just tremendous throw. And then they continue. It's a little bit of a high throw. But yeah, let's move on to the next play. It's probably going to be in a couple seconds. I say it'd be in a couple seconds, and it's actually the next one. So here's another Toney. He's going to throw it. It's actually a great throw. Puts it right there. Lets Toney get it. That was not a fumble. Down to the 1 yard line. He put it where only Toney's going to catch that ball. He did not do anything bad. So that's another great throw by Trask to Toney to get downfield. Here's another 50-50 ball to the top. Trayvon Grimes on Patrick Surtain. I mean, Surtain just got lost. And he just kind of lobbed it up there. Trayvon gets it, goes for a touchdown. Nothing amazing for Kyle Trask. He just kind of put it there, and Surtain got lost. So not much you can talk about that besides just another 50-50 ball. Like I said, he relies on those way too often. But it's kind of what Kyle Trask does. I don't really like this decision. I mean, I get it's Kyle Pitts, but look at the outcome. He launches that ball that has so much airtime. And Kyle Pitts is down here, but this just looks scary. If it's just one-on-one, sure. But with the second guy there, number 3, that probably should have been picked off. So I don't care if it's Kyle Pitts. If it's one-on-one, yes. But if it's with the way that second defender was coming, I did not like that at all. Now I really like this throw because he's under pressure with touch, puts it right in there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defenders surrounding, but he puts it in touch just to where Kyle Pitts is so that he can get the first down on 3rd and 17 and move the chains to keep themselves in the game. On this throw, he kind of got lucky that the defender fell down because that defender's probably making an interception right there if he doesn't fall down and then lead. Because him falling down is what made Trayvon Grimes open. But it's kind of a sketchy decision because the defender was kind of standing up and there were 2 other defenders there. But when he fell down, that's when it worked out. So, all right. Now here's an example. I said that he's going to struggle with fumbles in his first year if he does start as a rookie. Just watch this. Just kind of ball security. Fumbles right there. He did that in the LSU game a couple times. He did that a lot in 2019, but he did take a step from 2019 to 2020. So it's really hard to compare the two. But I just think he's going to have a fumble issue in his first year, like most rookies do. But I think Kyle Trask is going to struggle with that for sure. This is a very good throw right here over the middle of the field again, under pressure sort of. Puts it right there. Kyle Pitts gets clocked, but it's Kyle Pitts. Come on now. He was open. He put that right there for him to catch. So you got to love that. Boom. Got clocked. But, yep, let's go ahead and move on. This was actually a very good throw, too. This one was dropped by Jacob Copeland, and the defensive coverage was very good. That's just a winning throw. Like, the defender did get his arm in there, but if that's Kyle Pitts, that's a catch. So, and if it's Kadarius Toney, it's probably a catch, too. So, yeah, that's a very good throw. Kind of hung in the air for a minute again, but he got it there. Very good throw, very good throw. Here's yet another 50-50 ball. But this one's actually very good placement, too. Like, he just put it over the defender for Kyle Pitts to grab and scored the touchdown on. So, this one's another one of the very good ball placement on 50-50 balls. It makes it less of a 50-50 ball because, let's watch. That's triple coverage, but that defender is not making the interception because the ball is just so good. And the two other defenders that are there are just irrelevant. So gotta love that 50-50 ball placement. We're back. So I know I said there was going to be a South Carolina and Ole Miss, the film of his in there too, but the video is just probably going to get way too. Yeah, the video is going to get way too long. So I decided to just cut it off after those 3 games. So tell me how you guys feel about Kyle Trask. How you guys feel about my analysis. And if you like these type of videos and if you want more, comment below. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.